Good evening, Eagles. It's Saturday night, about 8 o'clock-ish, and I'm coming to you live from Hertfordshire, North London, and I wanted to share with you some of my Aloe bar tips tonight. I've had a brilliant day today. I've been down at a yoga studio in Soho in London with my pop-up Aloe bar. Had some incredible conversations and sold some products as well. So I just wanted to jump on and share with you guys what exactly I do and the sort of successes I've had and how I've streamlined my process, because it is a learning curve, and every aloe bar I do or every event I do, I think of a different way, or not a different way, but a way of improving how I speak to people, how I provoke questions, and in the end result in a sale, basically. So that's what I wanted to do tonight, just share a few of my tips, my little hacks on aloe bars, just show you what I sort of bring with me and what works. So if you're up for the next sort of 5-10 minutes, then please feel free to have a listen. So first of all, two key things for me with aloe bars. Now, don't get me wrong, there's loads of ways of doing stalls and events. They all have their merits, school fetes, that sort of thing. They all work in their own way. For me, I found that aloe bars are by far the best way of generating sales and generating long-term customers. I'm not in the business to retail a tube of deodorant every 6 months. I'm looking for long-term customers and a good retail income that doesn't take me too much time to generate, basically. And I found that aloe bars are the best way of doing that for me. So switch hands. So two things I look for in my aloe bars. First of all, I need to be able to set them up in 5 minutes. So really, really quick, and also pack them away in 5 minutes or less if there's less stock. And secondly, I have minimal retail stock. I don't stack it to the nails with aloe vera because that costs money, and I don't want to be laying out for products, which is something that we're coached to do. We don't want to be laying out for products. So my method is really, really straightforward. I want to share some of that with you tonight. Now, the first thing to do is know the right venues, because if you go with an aloe bar to like a school fete, you're just not going to get any interaction because you're not in front of the right marketplace. People aren't there to, look at nutritional products and that sort of thing. They're there with the kids because they have to take them to the school fete and they want to spend £6 on, lucky dips and sweets and all that sort of thing. So you need to be in the right place with your target market. So you're talking about gyms, yoga studios, any sort of health studios, anywhere that's basically their customers are people that are interested in health and wellness is where you want to be. Now, these can be quite difficult to get into, so it is a time-consuming job of contacting, sharing what it is about the products, going and see them and that sort of thing. But once you've got your foot in the door, quite often they're free because it's something they're adding value to their customers, and you're in front of people that are looking for alternatives and to improve their health and their fitness. Okay, so that's step one, is obviously getting into the right venue. So step two is what to bring with you. So I'm just going to flip my camera around now and show you guys exactly what I take. So this is it. This is my aloe bar on the go. So it consists of the Forever Business Owner box bag, a Fit box or C9 box, whichever you wish, and the portable sort of the cool bag, obviously for the cold aloe to go in. You do fit 3 bottles of them in there. The new one of each does fit in there nicely, and that's it. That's all I take with me wherever I go for my aloe bars. I was in town today, so I had to go on the tube. So I couldn't be lugging around loads and loads of stuff. So I'm just going to open it up. Now in here, so I've got, this is left over from today, so I took with me 3 tri-packs, basically. Now the introduction of these new tri-packs and the new gels have made our jobs massively more easier. The branding is so much stronger, it's much more retail friendly, and these tri-packs just make it so much easier to sell to customers, basically. So I have 3 of these, so 1 of each, 1 berry, 1 normal and 1 peach. This is what's left over because I mixed and matched for somebody today. Also in here I have a really cheap photo frame just with aloe bar, which obviously I put in front. All in the box ready to go. I have a little plastic container which obviously I hold, and that's what I present to people passing. Would you like to try a free shot of aloe vera? What else we got in here? Now so obviously we've got our 60ml measuring cups, which are great for obviously giving to customers that are going to take the gels with them, and also for showing people how much they need to drink. You need to have them with you. However, I don't give out samples in these because they're far too big. You're not going to be giving someone loads to drink. It's just literally a little tester. So these are 20ml little plastic samples. I think I got these from Asda for £1 for 50 or something. So really cheap, and I literally maybe where my finger is. So that's how much aloe I put in it. So they've probably got maybe 5ml, something like that, which is enough, because otherwise you're going through stacks and stacks of bottles as freebies, which we don't want to do either. So it's only a little taster. Obviously in here, so I've got brochures, I've got leaflets, I've got my business cards, I've got a few samples, not loads, but a few, just in case the conversation leads to other products other than the drinking gel. So always have stuff with you. Pens, obviously, the Forever pens, all about the branding. A couple of smile cards, again, in case I'm talking to someone about the business. That's in this box. I've also got this. So this is my sort of A4 Perspex display, which I created. Obviously, it's the 3 new gels. Ask about our exclusive take-home offer today, or take-home today offer, and remember, totally risk-free with our 60-day money-back guarantee, from only £2 daily, which you divide the £66 by 30, so a month's supply, based on a 100ml serving suggestion, and you're looking at around £2. So that's that one. And I also have little mini clipboards, A5 clipboards, with a more info sheet. Now I don't use the big prize draw forms because, quite frankly, it's too much. I find, again, this is just my opinion, I find it's too much information and people just basically don't fill it in. All I want is their name and their phone number, and they're expecting my contact. So if I get like name, phone number, address, email, and I send them an email, they just don't respond. I was sending out hundreds of emails to prize draw forms and I just get nothing back from them. Whereas with this, they know I'm going to send them a WhatsApp or a text or on Facebook, and then they know what I'm sending, and then obviously I follow up by doing what I say I'm going to do. I've definitely found that pretty much everyone that I've had a decent conversation with, I've said, can I add you to Facebook? And I'll send you some info, like a video, one of the Forever videos off the Forever YouTube channel. And I don't think I've had anyone say, no, I'm not going to add you. They've all been happy to connect. Some have ignored me. I've sent a message and they've ignored, which is fine. That's all part of the business. But it's much more likely to have a response, I find, than just sending an email and then just getting nothing from it. No one reads their emails anymore, especially maybe in business, but not Joe Public, an MSN account. They get thousands of junk emails. So, and they're not really expecting it as such, so they're just not looking out for it. All right, I'm going to talk about that one in a second. So in this box, so I've got freedom. Always display a freedom. Obviously, anyone with joint issues. I carry a few of the skincare, not a lot. The heat lotion, mainly the ones that have a real sort of obvious benefit. When you open it and smell the heat lotion, you can smell it, very clearly. The serum, again, just to sort of explain that we're not just drinking gels. We do have the skincare products as well. A few aloe lips. Always carry these around with me because the number of people that come past and say, "Oh yeah, I used to buy them forever. Don't know where to get it from now. Do you have the lip balm?" So there it is to buy there and then. I have an odd bee pollen which I threw in there today with the hay fever season, and I have my Sum Up credit card terminal. This is a must because no one pays with cash, so you have to have a card terminal. I found this one, there's a few different ones out there. I found this one about the best. No monthly fees. You literally pay a transaction fee 1.25%, I think, something like that. Really quick, contactless, it just connects to your mobile, nice and easy. So that one works really well. I've got a little stand with my business cards in. And as I mentioned, I do have a few brochures. Now, I've heard it on a few trainings, give out the brochures, get the brochures out there. I'm a little bit different to that because, to be honest, they're 50 pence each. You give out 10 of them, that's a £5, so it does add up. Now, if you say to someone, "Oh, would you like a brochure?" they're going to say, "Yeah, okay." They'll take it because it's free. Now, what they do with it, who knows? They may read it, they may buy something, great, but 9 times out of 10 they'll go in the bin. What I do think is important is that everyone leaves with some information. So what I normally do is I give them a leaflet. I'm getting some of the new ones printed with the new gels, but I have been giving out these ones, and these are actually can be bought from the web store, I believe, and my business card. Now, on my business card, I've got 2. This is my retail business card, specifically for retail customers. Name, obviously phone number, email, and a link, a short link that I've got to my Forever web store. On the back, picture of the dissection of the aloe, which is really great because when I'm talking to someone about the aloe, this is what I relate to, and I show them the inner leaf gel. So that's always handy. So I always give them a leaflet and I give them a business card. So if they don't want to give their name and number, which is quite common, people don't really want to give out their details these days with ease. So, okay, no problem. Here you go. As long as they're leaving with something from me and they know they can't buy it in shops, I normally say to them, go on the website, have a little nosy round, and if you want to have a chat, then give me a call and leave it in their hands. Obviously, I want to try and get their details to contact them because I know that you're much more likely to have a result from that, but you can't always have that. And finally, so this is my basically take home today offer. Now, I'm not a big one for discounts. I don't particularly like doing discounts. However, I come from a retail background, and you're on a stand, you've got a potential consumer in front of you. You need a reason for them to take that home with you there and then. And they don't know you. They don't really know what you're all about. So really, one of the only ways is to offer a discount. Now, I don't do discounts on single bottles. I only do discounts on tri-pack, and this is only a one-off first purchase discount. So if they're buying a second one, they pay full retail, and I make that very, very clear when I say to them, this is for a buy it now, as basically to give it a try. Another way, if you don't want to do the discount, which is perfectly fine, don't have to. Another good idea is to give away a free shot glass. So the Forever branded shot glasses are about $180. You can say, you take home this tri-pack and you get a free shot glass with it. So you're giving away some added value as opposed to money off is always better. But as I say, I prefer someone to be walking away with a product than not at all. And the fact that they're walking away with 3 products, even better. So that's sort of what I have in the bag, and that's all I take. So 3 packets of these. So I went out today, I had 3 packets of these, I sold 2 of them. So I did £120 in retail today, sold 2 products, obviously got 2 customers' details to follow up with. And I just feel, these tri-packs are brilliant because the customer that's walking away, they know they need to drink 100 ml a day. So they're drinking more than the 60, so they're more likely to feel benefits after the month. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've certainly found that anyone that's bought one bottle of gel very, 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 very rarely buys another, because they just don't get any benefits from one bottle of gel. It's as simple as that. Even 2 bottles of gel. I mean, the number of, before the tri-packs, I used to do buy 2, get a bit of money off for 2 bottles, and again, they wouldn't buy another one, or a second batch, should I say? So my camera's gone all blurry. Don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to turn it back around again, actually. Oh, evening, Kat. How you doing? I'm just talking about Aloe bars and my experience today. So the tri-packs are a great way of getting them out to the customer for a month. They know what they've got to do. They know how much they've got to take. They've invested in it, but obviously buying 3 bottles. And, will they buy another month? I don't know. Got to wait and see. Got to follow them up, see how they're getting on with it. Make sure they're drinking it the way they should be, and hopefully seeing results. And in which case they'll buy more. Simple as that. Actually, quite a funny one. I've got a Freedom customer who bought 2 bottles of Freedom from me. She buys them sporadically. It's incredible. I call her a Mary Poppins customer because she drinks 60 ml of Freedom every day, and the bottles lasted her probably 3 months so far. So she's doing pretty well with 60 ml a day. I don't quite know how she's doing it, hence Mary Poppins. Okay, so that's sort of what's in the bag, basically, or what's in the boxes, what I bring along. Now, when I speak to potential customers, I literally follow a script from start to finish, because that's what works, and why complicate things, You don't want to be in a flap with people. You need to know your stuff, and you're the expert at the end of the day. So you're the expert on the products. They know nothing about it. So literally just follow it from start to finish. What I do, so I've got my little plastic container with obviously my sample shots on there, and I basically say to someone going past, oh, would you like to try a free shot of aloe vera? A few keywords there: 1, free; 2, shot, because they think, oh, is it alcohol? So I'll have some of that. And they'll either say, oh, no, and keep on walking, which is absolutely fine, or they'll be, yeah, what is it? And then I say, my second question is, oh, did you know you could drink aloe vera? Again, some people say yes, some say no. If they say no, then what I do is I start going into the benefits. So this is before they've tried it. I say, well, did you know that aloe vera is really good to maintain a healthy gut? People also drink it for a healthy immune system, for good skin, for good hair, good nails. And that just sort of makes it clear that this is not a drink just to have in the fridge to have, pints of it whenever you feel like it. This is something you drink it specifically for the health reasons or the health benefits, as opposed to refreshing your thirst, basically. So then obviously I have one of each. I'm pulling that out again, don't really know why. 3 types, the peach, the original, and the berry. And so obviously I explain, there's 3 flavours here, point to them on the table, and people choose which one they want to try. And generally it's either going to be 1 or 2 things. Someone will try some, don't really like it, do like it, but not really interested in anything else. If that's the case, then I like to give them a card and say thank you for trying. You generally know, because if someone's really interested, they'll start talking to you about it. And if they start talking to you about it, they're the sort of people that I want to give my time to. So I start talking about, the company and why our products are not like the ones you get in shops. People quite often say to me, oh, is it your own company? Is it your own business? Do you make the products yourself? To which I reply, well, I run my own business from home, but I'm supported by a global company. Now, we own 60% of the world's supply of aloe vera. It's 50 million plants, which is just incredible. And, depending on how it's going, a bit about how we fill it the leaf and we use the inner leaf gel, all this sort of thing, the information that you learn at trainings, this is where it needs to be used in front of the consumer, because you need to add value to the next step, basically. And the next step is why should they go and buy this product from you? because I don't particularly go to events, certainly Aloe bars, without the intention of selling products. I want to go with 3 tri-packs at £60 each and walk away with £180 basically, or more. If obviously I've sold one of a flavour and someone wants it, then I'll take an order for it, and I will charge them delivery as well. I'll charge them £2.95 delivery, because delivery is not free, and that's not going to come out of my profit. I'll honour the £60 price, but I'm not going to give away free delivery as well. So if they want it, or unless it's local to me, in which case I will deliver it, but quite often it's not, especially, as I say, I was in town today, so no one was local at all. So that was something that's really important to me. So once I've spoken to them about the benefits of Aloe, they've tried it, they like it, they don't like it, whatever it may be, they normally say, again, people are pretty predictable, they normally say, well, how much is it then? So that's why I have this sign. It's all ready for me. So I basically point to this and say, well, it's from £2 a day, which is really good value. And what's really incredible about this company is that we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So what that means is it's completely risk-free. So you take it, you try it, you don't get the benefits in that month that you've used it, or 60 days. You know, if you're having more than one tri-pack, then get your money back. Simple as that. So what you've done, you've basically told them how much it's going to be on a daily rate, £2 a day. You've told them that it's risk-free, which is all on this sign, which I point to. So these are my selling tools here. They're not just down there to be pretty. That's where I lead the customer to. And then I basically say, oh, you know, we have a really fantastic offer for you to take home today to get trying with it. And there's one here. So take this tri-pack, £60. It's £66.81 is the normal price, but we have an introductory offer for your first one, which is £60. Great way of trying it out. I offer to mix and match, or they can have one type, whatever they want to do. I quite like the idea of the mixed ones, actually, so they get one of each, because then they get to try one of each. And then the aim is, you know, when you then contact them, is to say, oh, which one did you prefer? Oh, I prefer the peach. Oh, brilliant. Shall I get you a tri-pack of peach for next time? And then just follow it up like that. I used to be very into just selling the yellow gel, because it had obviously the highest aloe content, and that's what I drink, that's what I get the benefits from. But I've sort of changed my sort of opinion of that now, because, you know, okay, it may have the highest aloe content, but is it as easy to drink? And it's not really, is it? It doesn't taste as nice. Now, are people more likely to drink it if it tastes nicer? So I think the answer is probably yes. And well, obviously the berry is still 90%. And the peaches is 84, so there's still a lot of aloe content in there. The other idea I like, I haven't done it yet, but I might start doing it at Success Day, where they had the aloe bars. They had stickers, and after you tried it, they gave you a sticker, and you put the sticker on which one you like the best. So I quite like the idea of doing a board with some stickers, and then saying to the customer, oh, which one did you prefer? Pop a sticker on the board, just to create a bit of engagement, a bit of interaction, a bit of fun. So I quite like that as an idea. I might try that, but I don't know if it's going to fit in my boxes. So we'll have to see about that. Yeah, and that's it. So, and then I basically say, would you like to take one? Because you've got to ask for the sale at the end of the day. If you don't ask for the sale, you're not going to get it. So either they say, yeah, take it, in which case bag it up, do their receipt, take their payment. Always take their address and their phone number on the receipt, so I can follow them up, because what I'll do now, tomorrow, I will send them a text message and just say, thank you for your purchase. Don't forget, put it in the fridge. Drink it every morning for the benefits. I'll be in touch in a couple of weeks just to see how you're getting on, because obviously I want to line them up for the next purchase of it, basically, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for long-term gel drinkers, not one-offs. And that's it. If it's not for them, which is, you know, most of the people, then they're not going to buy it there and then, which is fine, because they don't know me. As I say, I either one of two outcomes. So I want to get their name and number and say, oh, okay, no problem, it's not for you. Would you like to send you a little video on how the benefits of aloe, which quite often people are quite open to, get them to pop down their name and number. or if they're on Facebook, I'll connect with them on Facebook. If they don't really want to do that, which again is fine, then if nothing else, I give them a business card, give them a leaflet, so they got something to take away with them. Are they going to ring me? Probably not, but you don't know, do you? So send it out there. There was a lady I was talking to today. She's from Canada. She's going back in 3 days. Really likes the products. Sorry, really likes the products. I said, here's my shop. You know, you can buy it in Canada. It's a global company, so you can go on the web shop in Canada and order it direct. Not a problem. So again, maybe she will, maybe she won't, but we will see. So that's well, that was more than 10 minutes. I don't know how long that's been for, but hopefully you guys have found that of benefit. I love doing aloe bars now. I find them definitely the most interesting because I'm talking to people that are interested in what we have to offer, and that just makes it so much more enjoyable. It does make you up your game because you need to know your stuff, because these are people that are interested in nutrition. So if they're interested in nutrition, then you know they're gonna. I mean, I've had lots of questions, especially with the old formula, about what's in it, what are the preservatives. You know, does it have sugar? Quite often looking at the bottle for the calorie content and that sort of thing. So it's great now that it says, you know, on the front of the natural, sugar-free, preservative-free, because it's printed there. So I don't have to sort of convince anyone. It's already there just to show. And, you know, give them the bottle, they have a look at it and sort of see the calorie count and all that sort of thing. Where do you do them? So I do a couple of gyms, like local gyms that one's the ones that I'm a member at. The other one is just a local gym that I contacted and got in with. And the yoga studio, which I actually want to get into some more yoga studios because they're even better than the gyms, because everyone there is really, really into their health and nutrition. In the UK, there is a chain called Try Yoga. Now again, you can't get into every store. Most of them have a restaurant in there which is independent. So I actually, interestingly enough, I met the owner of one of these cafes in one of the yoga studios at the gym stand that I was doing. So that was pretty cool. So that was a connection. We were chatting. She tried the aloe and that sort of thing. I added her on Facebook. I friended her on Facebook. We were just talking about the business actually, because she was a fellow business owner. So I was obviously talking about the business opportunity, and she said, "Oh, why don't you come down with your display to my cafe?" And as I say, that's free. Don't pay any money for that. Sometimes there's sales, sometimes there's not, but I've definitely found now today with the new packaging, with the new tri-packs, much more potential for aloe bars. So much better branding, so much better, easier for retail, and just works. So that's everything for this evening. I hope you all have a great evening, and best of luck with your aloe bars. Bye for now.